Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Mix Minute. My name's Tim and I'll be taking you through another adventure in the world of audio engineering. Today we're going to be talking about a really important item in the studio, and that is preamps. At its most basic function, a preamp is nothing more than a volume knob for this microphone. Why do we need a volume knob for the microphone? Because the microphone creates tiny, tiny voltage when sound waves hit it. We need to amplify those tiny volts into bigger volts that we can actually manipulate and use in the world of audio engineering. So there are two main categories of preamps, colored and colorless. Why would we want color in our mic preamp? Well, it's another flavor. Like, for example, we pick a microphone based on its sound. Well, the preamp is something that modifies or amplifies with its own mojo. So if our preamp has color, it could make the orange of the microphone more like burnt orange or more like bright orange, depending on the harmonic enhancement that preamp does to the sound. Colorless mic pre's, however, are exactly that. They're trying not to interfere with the sound that the microphone creates at all. They're trying to be as clean and clear of just a volume knob as humanly possible. There's really no right and wrong in this scenario. It depends on what you as the artist or the engineer wants to hear when it's actually recorded. So preamps can appear a couple different ways. They can be a single channel preamp like what I'm recording through here that's outside of my interface. They could be a multi-channel preamp, which is multiple channels of the same type of preamp that subsequently is outside of the interface. Or they could be a preamp that's actually built into the interface. Like we covered in the interfaces video, a lot of small interfaces have preamps built in so that you don't have to go out and buy one separately. These are features, and while the external mic pre's may, be just focused on that and have really high quality, the ones that are included in a lot of small interfaces nowadays aren't half bad. And most of those ones that included have a tendency to be colorless. So what about features outside of the whole volume knob thing? Well, a preamp is going to have your phantom power, sometimes a low frequency roll off to get rid of rumble, phase inversion button on it. So if you have multiple mics on something, one might be out of phase depending on its distance. It could also have a line input button, or it could have an instrument input right in the front of it. Some preamps even have two volume knobs where we have what we call a gain and a level knob, where low gain, high level is clean and clear, and high gain, low level is a more colored or thick, richer signal. Outside of that, the preamp's job is to get it at a good workable signal level to the interface, or if it's inside the interface, to be a good workable signal level to your DAW. Preamps are flavors, just like cooking. So you got to try them. You got to get used to them. You got to see which ones you like the best. That being said, in the recording chain, it's arguably just as important as the microphone selection. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Be sure to check out all the other videos. If you're watching on a platform, throw me a thumbs up. And until then, take care.